Hello everyone, it's me Uncle John. Today I am going to read Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, chapter 15, page 248 to 250. He half expected Hermione to complain that this was a whole night of studying lost, but she didn't say a word. Like Harry, she felt they deserved what they had got. At 11 o'clock that night, they said goodbye to Ron in the common room and went down to the entrance hall with Neville. Filch was already there, and so was Malfoy. Harry had also forgotten that Malfoy had gotten a detention too. "Follow me," said Filch, lighting a lamp and leading them outside. "I bet you'll think twice about breaking a school rule again, won't you, eh?" he said, leering at them. "Oh yes, hard work and pain are the best teachers, if you ask me. It's just a pity they let the old punishment die out. Hang you by a wrist from the ceiling for a few days. I've got the chains still in my office. Keep them well oiled in case they are ever needed. Right, off we go. And don't think of running off. Now, it will be worse for you if you do." They marched off across the dark grounds. Neville kept sniffing. Harry wondered what the punishment was going to be. It must be something really horrible, or Filch wouldn't be sounding so delighted. The moon was bright, but cloud scudding across it kept throwing them into darkness. Ahead, Harry could see the lighted windows of Hagrid's hut. Then they heard a distant shout. "Is that you, Filch? Hurry up. I want to get started." Hagrid's heart rose. If they were going to be working with Hagrid, it wouldn't be so bad. His relief must have showed in his face, because Filch said, "I suppose you think you will be enjoying yourself with that off? Well, think again, boy. It's into the forest you're going, and I'm much mistaken if you will come out in one piece." At this, Neville let out a little moan, and Malfoy stopped dead in his tracks. "The forest?" he repeated, and he didn't sound quite as cool as usual. "We can't go in there at night. There's all sorts of things in there. Werewolves, I heard." Neville clutched the sleeves of Harry's robe and made a choking noise. "That's your problem, isn't it?" said Filch, his voice cracking with glee. "Should have thought of them werewolves before you got in trouble, shouldn't you?" Hagrid came striding toward them out of the dark. The fang at his heel, he was carrying his large crossbow, and a quiver of arrows hung over his shoulder. "About time," he said. "I have been waiting for half an hour already." "All right, Harry, Hermione, I shouldn't be too friendly to them, Hagrid," said Fitch coldly. "They're here to be punished, after all." "That's why you're late, is it?" said Hagrid, frowning at Filch. "Been lecturing them, eh? It's not your place to do that. You've done your bit. I'll take over from here." "I'll be back at dawn," said Filch, "for what's left of them." He added nastily, and he turned and started back toward the castle, his lamp bobbing away in the darkness. Malfoy now turned to Hagrid. "I'm not going in that forest," he said, and Harry was pleased to hear the note of panic in his voice. You are, if you want to stay at Hogwarts," said Hagrid fiercely. "You have done wrong, and now you've got to pay for it. But this is a servant's job, if not for students to do. I thought we'd be copying lines or something. If my father knew I was doing this, he'd tell you that's how it is at Hogwarts," Hagrid growled. "Copying line? What good is that to anyone? You'll do someone useful, or you'll get out. If you think your father would rather you were expelled, then get back off to the castle and pack. Go on." Malfoy didn't move. He looked at Hagrid furiously, but then dropped his gaze. "Right then," said Hagrid. "Now, listen carefully, because it's dangerous, what we're going to do tonight, and I don't want no one taking risks. Follow me over here a moment." He led them to the very edge of the forest, holding his lamp up high, and he pointed down a narrow, winding earth, a track that disappeared into thick black trees. A light breeze lifted the hair as they looked into the forest. Look here. See that stuff shining on the ground? Silvery stuff? That's unicorn blood. There's a unicorn in there, been hurt badly by summer. This is the second time in a week. I found one dead last Wednesday. We're gonna try and find the poor thing. We might have to put it out of its misery. And whatever hurt the unicorn finds us first, said Malfoy, unable to keep the fear out of his face. There's nothing that lives in the forest that'll hurt you if you with me or Fang, said Hagrid, and keep to the path. Right now, we're gonna split into two parties and follow the trail in different direction. At the end.